Uh-oh, I couldn't unmute. Okay. Welcome, everyone. I'm going to try to finish Jill's story. If I could get my everything to work. We are going to use some amount of my guide that I wrote all those years ago. Just in the interest of time. I will play both Chris and Jill's campaigns. And at some point, you know, like maybe in the future, if I ever want to come back, try to get the rest of everything. Hold on. Then I can. Doesn't have to be super strict. There you go, resident storeroom. Yeah, I even wrote here, have pen and paper to write down V-jolt door combination, have symbols pre-written, space for color. Yeah, I'm going to redo this guide 100% because I did it in like, you know, the boxes. And like it's really kind of not that great. And ideally I would do it with pictures so I actually could make like a real guide out of it. This is like our first draft and I cleared it on the first draft so I never had to do anything more. Okay. We could put this away. We have the residence key to room 101. We have pretty much... I don't think we need the lighter. Oh no, it's not just door combination notes. It's literally a walkthrough for the entire game. Yeah, I was very in-depth with this shit, man. It just sucks because the pictures I used with it are no longer here. Because I don't think Word documents hold pictures. Okay. I'm gonna put this in the chat and then pin it. Ah, fuck. Damn. Yeah, onigiri is food. It's like a rice ball or something. He's actually not being a pervert. It's legitimately a food. Okay, I'm gonna fucking try to remember that. So what is it? Orange, 0 lashes, 5. Green, 2 lashes, 6. I can't do this correctly, man. I'm spamming my fucking chat like an asshole. Red, 4 lashes, 3. Okay, I'm gonna pin this. No, I kept writing it incorrectly, that's why. So the reason why, the way this puzzle works is that there's a door coming up that we can't get to just yet. And the door has those symbols from the candles. Don't ask me how this works, by the way. It has the symbols from the candles, and each candle has a color that corresponds to a pool ball. And those 3 pool balls, that's the code to the door. It's a very roundabout puzzle. Okay, there's no further use for this key. Discard. Okay. Someone hanging, very nice. I really don't need the handgun ammo, but whatever, fuck it. Damn, they give you way too fucking much, dude. Oh, YouTube, please don't get me in trouble for that. YouTube doesn't like, people dangling. It's not their favorite. Just demonetize the video, okay, thanks. this in here. I don't think we need anything more than that, right? No. There you go. Okay. You go in here. You actually don't even need to go in this room to pick up the ammo. We're just going to enter the bathroom, which is going to make him actually fall down, funnily enough. We're going to drain the tub. Something inside the bathtub. Control room key. Don't you love it? That actually really got me the first time I played this. That got me really badly. Alright, but that's okay. We're already out of here. We don't have to deal with them. Okay. And out. Gallery. Oh. I guess my mental map is a little bit messed up because when the gallery door was to the left. Well, that's kind of weird. Okay. Oh my god. Why is there a zombie in here? I'm gonna have to run past this dude. I wonder if I could do this. Very nice. What the fuck? Okay, I figured it out. Good lord. Yeah, I actually have that in my notes. The zombie has to 180, so you could run around him on the left. Alright, this is the aqua ring. Unfortunately, this has a very tedious block puzzle that we have to solve. Namely, this. There's no faster way to do this, by the way. Hello, Dex. Hope you're feeling better. Hopefully you're feeling better. So as you might imagine, we have to push all 3 boxes. We'll see when I'm dead. Well, that's grim. Hard to believe I did this 10 years ago. I was basically like half speed running this game. But basically what we're coming up on is one of the first of a handful of instant death puzzles that you have to do. Typically there's, it's Resident Evil, there's a couple of instant deaths. This one's a little bit confusing. Okay. Grab this. This room, if you stay in it too long, the Neptune spawns, and the Neptune will absolutely kill you instantly. You cannot fight the Neptune. On Chris's campaign, this is where Richard dies guaranteed. 100%. I don't think he dies here on Jill's campaign. I think if you play as Jill, he always dies to the yawn. So the way that you could tell that the Neptune's coming is that the music kind of starts to pick up. And if you have rumble on, the controller rumbles more. but there's more than enough time to get over here as long as you run. There you go. Control room key. Apparently, the Neptune has instant kill spots that if you cross it when it's active, you die. That's apparently how that works, but I haven't been able to confirm that, and to be honest, I'm not dying 1,000 times to, you know, figure it out, so. Alright, so that's the Neptune. That's kind of a boss, not really. So... take the healing. Oil pressure regulator. No, can't leave. Aqua rings in use. Oh, here we go. In case of a drop in oil pressure, open valve 2. Now, this is different on every single playthrough. So you have to check that before you do this. Here's a map of the aqua ring. Not really much here. So you have to open valve 2. An error message is being displayed. Something appears to have gone wrong while the water was being drained. There's a switch to drain the water. So once you start this, you have to run around and do a bunch of stuff. Because he hits this.
Emergency. Unknown source of pressure detected. Locking all doors to achieve...
Okay, I forget how to do this, actually. This control lever for the pressure won't budge till the safety is released. Pressure shelter's locked. Okay, release the safety. Let me go back here. Pull this. It gets stuck. Restore oil pressure. Damn, could you stop, bro? Here we go. We need to flip number 2.
Reaching 50% of
Release the safety. And then we flip this. And that, I think that that ends the timer.
Drainage system immediately.
Very nice. Drain the water. The water has been completely drained. What we will end up with is I wouldn't even really call it an actual boss fight, to be completely honest with you. Calling it a boss fight is kind of overhyping it a little bit. Dynamite, they are soaked beyond use. Grenade shells. It's the same sound effect they use for Resident Evil 4, basically. So, the sharks obviously can't get you anymore. I think they could, like, try to flop. But what's cool is that when you come in the water like this, you could still feel the heartbeat of the big shark, of the big Neptune. So we're going to try to take the key. Alright, have this fucker. This is comical, man. Okay. Hey, it's dead now. So, very nice. Deep Sixth. Defeat Mother Neptune. What do we get again? The residence key? This is the gallery key. Yeah, even in my my guide, I tell you what the name of the key is and then what the actual name is if you were to inspect it, just so I know what's what, because there's a lot of keys in this game. It's like a Zelda game. There you go. Oh my god, Magnum rounds here? We don't even have the Magnum. Am I even hurt? There you go. I should be fully healed now, 100%. You unlocked it. Okay, so funnily enough, I hope none of you have a fear of insects. The horrors are not done. Oh, fucking great. Did I juke this guy on the speedrun? Nah, I don't know. Get off, get off, get off, dick, get off. Whatever. I feel like I didn't, and I just take the hit there. I think that's why I take the green herb there, because you're probably going to get bitten by that guy if you don't kill him. We're fine. So we can go in here. Scar. Yeah, we do all that for a one-use key, and then we toss it. Yeah, y'all are gonna love this room, huh? A corpse with a contorted expression of pain on his face. He's holding something. We have to take the insecticide spray, and then we're literally just gonna leave as soon as we, or as quickly as we came in. Yeah, y'all like bees? Oh god, not the bees! Ah! So, you're wondering why this hole is here. We could take the map of the residence. And what you don't want to do is inspect this hole again. Because there's a hole in the wall, right? There's a hole here. If you inspect it, you actually let a bug in. So you just use this without doing that. And this will kill all the bugs in the other room. And no, you don't die instantly if you try to push past them. But it's like you get forced to walk backwards, basically. Alright. So, unfortunately, I am going to return. Because I'm going to drop some of the stuff I picked up. Oh, can't do that. And we're about to get to one of the, I want to say one of the most complicated puzzles. It's not if you know the order, because I don't think the order changes. And you need to have, I think, 4 bottles. Basically. And the reason why I took that out is because I need a green, or no, not that. Okay. Actually, you only need 3 bottles. Apparently, past me says you only need 3. I called, did I? I said anyone afraid of bugs? Listen, I'm right there with you, brother. We all gotta be afraid of something. Where's Narg? That's the real question. I wonder if he's like super busy. Okay. So now that we've done all that, the lock mechanism for the door. So if you remember, we had a bunch of different numbers. So for the red, what did I put in the chat? I put red 3, green 6, and then orange 5. And this changes every run. Every run, what color shows what eye pattern changes, as well as what color shows, has what number. That always changes as well. So we need to pick the empty bottle, the extra empty bottle, a third empty bottle. So we need to fill an empty bottle with water. And then we need to fill it with what? Red? Okay. And they explain how to do this, but I think it's just faster if I just show you. So this gives us NP004. We're going to take yellow 6. We're going to mix it to create UMB 10. I get water and another yellow 6. That's going to give us UMB number 7. We're going to mix these two to create VPO 17. And then this should give us V-Jolt. V-Jolt. Okay. So, now that we have V-Jolt, what we can do is we could go back. See, there's something written on the wall. 1 plus 3 equals 4. 4 plus 6 gives 10. 1 plus 6 gives 7. 10 plus 7 gives 17. And 17 plus 3 gives 20. It's just telling you. Trying to case problems in the chat. All good. I mean, I have a ball just talking about this game. Because I just love it so much. Okay. Whoop. Alright, so you have to go back to the aqua ring. That's why I pick up all this healing, because this dude probably grabs you twice. And there's no... I don't have any items to use. Thankfully, there's no achievement in this game to beat it without healing, because that would just be annoying. That's just save scumming at that point. Like, to me, I don't like achievements like that, because I feel like you're just save scumming. You know, like the whole game, I'm just gonna save scum. Yeah, like, it's bullshit. Well, I have this, I guess. Wait. Am I in the wrong room? Oh, this is the wrong room. Wow, that was a waste. Yeah, because that's what it is. There's a fucking zombie in the room that Barry was in. Whoops. There's also supposed to be a self-defense pistol somewhere. And I'm not sure where that is, but basically someone leaves the self-defense pistol behind. It's the strongest weapon in the game. It's basically a hand cannon magnum. But it only has one usage and one shot, and that's it. And he uses one on himself, basically. I have no idea where that weapon is. Okay, very nice. I wonder if the headshot chance is like really, really high on very easy. And unfortunately, what this game more or less boils down to at the end is when you do invisible enemy, you basically are just doing a speed run. You're just kind of guessing for the majority of the enemies where they are. And you pretty much only fight the absolute required enemies. And you just get a bunch of healing and just heal through it. Like, invisible enemies sounds fun, and it's pretty much the only real game since Enemy Zero to have a mode like that. I wonder if it's a throwback to it. But, yeah. And for those of you who don't know what Enemy Zero is, it's made by the same director who made D. I forget his name. D, Enemy Zero, and D2. It's actually part of like a publisher, like a director trilogy. It's actually a very unique sounding game. Basically, the enemies are invisible, and you're wandering through the ship trying to like escape. But what's kind of fucked up is that it's instant death. There you go. I probably should update this to say the guard room. So in this room we use V-Jolt on the roots. And basically if you V-Jolt plant 43 or 42, you can pretty much skip it. You don't have to fight it at all. You probably don't need the bottle anymore and throw it away. I don't even think there's anything in here. Yeah, you just V-Jolt and leave. Unfortunately, you can't exit via the boxes because the water's drained, so the boxes don't work. You have to go back this way. And I guess we're coming up on one of the first places where I will use the grenade launcher in like maybe 20 or so minutes. Because I will use the grenade launcher on the second mandatory enemy of the game. I guess the third. Because I always forget that the that dog with the fake helmet or the fake armor key, you have to kill that dog. Like 100% you have to kill that dog. So this will be the third mandatory enemy of the game. There's only like 5 or 7 mandatory enemies in this game. The dog with the fake helmet key. Elder Crimson. I don't really count the Neptune. It's kind of just a cutscene, right? You're not actually fighting him. Yawn. And then however many of those cockroaches there are. There you go. Wait, did I fuck up? Wait, where was I supposed to get the key to 003? Where's the key to 003? Again? Is it on the desk? Oh, it's invisible. Fuck's sake. Sounds like there's no way I missed this. Giant plants crushing the wall. A swarm of angry moths surrounds it. Damn, 6? Bro, they stack you with so much bullshit. I went through the wrong door. They give you so many ink ribbons on this difficulty. It's like 30-some ink ribbons. You could save after almost every single major thing you do in the game and still have plenty left over. I just want to see what's in here. I'm just curious. We're not speed running or anything. I'm just curious, that's all. Ugh. What happens if you pull this plug? Have I ever done this? Something in the bathtub. Oh, okay. That's why. You don't really get anything. I wonder what the name of this song is. This is a very good song for this game. Okay, we will save our progress. Just because, why not? We're actually done with the residents now. So on Jill's campaign and Jill's campaign only, you do not have to kill Plant 42. This is the primary reason that I run this with Jill for knife only. So we actually have to go over here, and we will pull the white book. Similarities in the cellular characteristics of the rapidly growing plant infected by the Tyrant virus have been reported in previous papers. However, while repeating these experiments, an interesting new fact became clear. We learned that a chemical in the UMB family, UMB number 20, contains a compound that is toxic to the cells of the plant. We have given UMB number 20 a new name, V-Jolt. If calculations prove correct, when V-Jolt is applied directly to the root of the plant, the entire plant should be dead within 5 seconds. The V-Jolt can be made by simply mixing the VMP and UMB chemicals in a specific ratio. However, extra care must be taken when handling these UMB chemicals. They have been known to generate toxic gases if mishandled. So here you go. They give you effectively the other half of the solution. So we will use the book. Reorder the books. Oop. So it forms like an old school style picture. There you go. It's probably I think that's the fastest way. You can clear it in 3 motions. Alright, so if you V-jolt it, you don't have to shoot it at all. And it acts like you entered from the bottom floor, which is really weird. Ah!
What the hell is this thing?
Barry!
Jill!
There you go. That's enough. Oh, thanks, Barry.
Yeah.
That was close. Thanks again.
Don't mention it. But what was that? What the hell's going on in this place?
Okay. This gives us, if you can believe it, the final mansion key. Very nice. The helmet key. Obtain the helmet key using Jill. And he has nothing to say. Otherwise, you have to enter into a very extended boss fight. And that's, I prefer not to. And that's it. We are completely done with the residence. The residence is over. So we could leave. We'll grab this ammo here on the way out for whatever reason. Just gonna hoard it. And now this begins the third segment of the game, which is Mansion 2.
Wesker.
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say.
I apologize. It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
I understand. Anyway, it's good that you're safe.
Did you notice? Barry, he sounded a little flaky.
Now that you mention it, Yeah. I'll keep a close eye.
Maybe it's quite natural under these circumstances. It's not really our standard operation. Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
I agree.
There are still rooms in that mansion we can't get into because they're locked up. I've been looking for ways to...
Okay, if there's anything, I'll go back to the other mansion.
I'm counting on you.
Okay. I mean, they pretty much spell it out for you right there. Oh yeah, we can walk over this now. There's no more Plant 42, so nothing grabs us. I mean, on the way out, let me drop off some stuff, I guess. I don't think we really have to save again. All we did was walk into a room. Oh, we have plenty of healing. This is ridiculous. Actually, how much shotgun ammo do I have, just out of curiosity? Because we might need some in a minute here. Alrighty. You probably... I don't know if you could get poisoned again. Hey, Erna. I don't know if you could get poisoned on the way back. Do the snakes fall down again?
This is Brad.
Uh-oh.
Stars Alpha Team. Come in.
This is Jill.
Does anybody hear me?
I hear you, Brad. Over.
Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. Doesn't matter. Respond. I repeat, this is Brad.
Brad? Brad!
This is Brad. If you can't answer me, somehow give me a sign.
Jill to Brad. Can you hear me?
Oh, wow, he can't. Wow. What the hell?
Brad! Shit. It's broken.
Alright. Maybe the snakes don't spawn on the way out. Which way is the way out? What? There you go. What? I'm not poisoned, am I? Okay, thank you. I don't remember going back this way. Oh, fucking hell. What the hell is going on? Well, I just walked past a bunch of blue herbs. Isn't that nice? Do I need the crank again? Not yet, right? I need this. Thank you, dogs. Much appreciated. I can't believe that shit hit me. That's so stupid. Alright, well... That's the one thing that the first aid spray does not heal. It does not heal poison. And here's Barry leaving us some more items. I don't think Rebecca leaves you any items in this game. So that, again, that's why Chris's campaign is like noticeably harder than Jill's. Because you don't get any assistance like this. And you can't rely on Rebecca to kill Plant 42. So Chris actually has to kill Plant 42 on his own. It's not hard, I just never bothered to learn where to knife to figure it out. I just didn't care enough. That's the honest answer. Use this thing to protect yourself from that bulletproof thing in chains. I went ahead and fixed that piece of crap door too, Barry. So now we could go back and forth on the lower floor, but what's going to be really funny and kind of unfortunate, as you'll see in a minute, is that we're actually not even going to go that way. We're going to completely avoid that entire wing of the mansion. It's not like a source door. If you ever play like Half-Life, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, ready? Hey, I was just here. Anyway. So yes, there are now hunters roaming around. They can only enter certain rooms. They can't follow you into most rooms like zombies. That's the primary difference. Okay. Actually, funnily enough, we might not even push the statue down, because I think the blue gem just gives you ammo. So I don't even think I push the gem down from the statue at all. I might skip that entirely. Okay. So what we could do... What we could do... Wait, where am I going again? We need to go up to the second floor. Wait, where am I going? I think I'm going around the second floor. Yeah, I'm not going this way. I'm going this way. Damn, where the hell do you come from? Ah, fuck. Well, that's a problem for future me. But y'all are... Ah! Awful. Okay. I'm full, dude. Helmet key. Okay. This room is very unique. This entire room is a saw chat. So what happens is that as soon as you walk in here, the walls start to close in. Now, obviously, you don't want to die in this. So you have to push this statue. And as long as this statue is here, it cannot close in on you entirely. This is actually a room where you trying to use normal controls will probably get you killed. So what I would recommend is just making sure that you absolutely understand how to use movement controls like this. Ah, fuck. Hardest room in the game, like I'm not even kidding. Gonna have to reset it again. Let's wait for it to actually fully close so I don't crush myself like an idiot. There you go. This gives us a battery. But more importantly, it gives us the hole. Go down. The Last Book, Volume 1. Okay. November 29th, 1967. I can't get out. I have tried every possible... Oop. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. I can't get out. I've tried every possible way to escape, only to be faced with the reality that I'm trapped. I've been everywhere. The laboratory with the large glass tubes filled with formaldehyde in those dark, wet, eerie caves. What can I do? At first, I didn't want to believe my eyes, but that familiar high-heeled shoe in the corridor, it was like reflex. One name came to my mind, Jessica. I don't want to believe they share the same fate as me. No, I can't give up hope. I have to hope they're alive. I haven't anything to eat or drink in the past few days. I feel like I'm going crazy. Why is this happening to me? Why do I have to die like this? I was too obsessed with designing this ghastly mansion. I should have known better. It was a dark and damp underground tunnel and then another dead end. But even in the darkness, something caught my eye. Carefully, I lit the last match I had to see what it was. A grave, but deeply engraved into the stone was my name, George Trevor. At that instant, it all became clear to me. Those bastards knew from the beginning that I'd die here, and I fell right into their trap. But it's too late now. I'm losing it. Everything is becoming so far away. Jessica, Lisa, forgive me. Because of my ego, I got both of you involved in this whole damn conspiracy. Forgive me. May God justify my death in exchange for your safety. A name is carved onto the small gravestone. George Trevor. There's a switch. Okay. I did this out of order, by the way. I think I actually run by all this when I do this normally. Alright, yeah, you could run right by that one. He doesn't do anything. Fuck, dude. Okay. I keep forgetting you could do that, by the way, like the live reload. I never do that. What's this other door? Why do I not remember this room? I think this leads to the kitchen. And the kitchen, do we even have to come here at all? Excellent. Thank you for not having your head pop. Power doesn't seem to be turned on. Alright, well, we're gonna have some crimson heads in a little bit. That's gonna be fun. And that's why the shotgun's kind of a gamble. It's not guaranteed to blow their heads off. And typically, with crimson heads, I'd rather just deal with them. Or rather, I'd rather not deal with them. Switch over. The power supply is functioning again. Actually, we might be in luck. We might not ever have to come back down here. Okay. What? I didn't even see this. Yeah, there's an achievement to pick up every item in the game. I shit you not. Basically what you do is you get to the final part of the game, and then you just run back through the entire game again. That's actually how this game works. You could go back to earlier areas. Nothing stops you from doing it. Okay. Oh, what the fuck, dude? Are you for real? That scared the shit out of me, man. I hate that. Pick it up. That's the library, so we definitely don't do this. Here. We need this, which is the battery. The hell is this? Battery pack for the stun taser. Okay. Are there any zombies in here? It's eerily empty. No, the Crimson Head is still fucking here. You can see him wigging out. Look at that. I've never seen them do this. Okay, now I'm gonna be honest, I kind of need to hit up an item box. Which I think I'm not totally fucked, actually. I've never seen Crimson Heads do that. That's actually the mirror physics being really good in this game. He's just sitting there just like shaking his head. Which makes sense because the T-virus infests, I think, the brainstem. So it could be like a reaction from it. The most normal T-virus infected zombie. Why is this room free? What the fuck? Oh, here we go. Okay. This is one of those creepy rooms, you know. Just like a statue, like, following you around. I mean, like, not long before I played this game, I was, at my one birthday party for one of my friends. And he had a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese's, and I've told this story before. That's where I got my horrendous fear of animatronics. Oh, you can't... Okay. Can't do this yet. So what we can do is leave. I think you have to touch this door. Yeah, okay. It's just locked from this side. As you can see, the lockpick is not really doing Jill any favors. Ultimately, the lighter is kind of more helpful. Whereas the lockpick doesn't really help you anymore. There's nothing to lockpick in the second half of the game. It's pretty much only for the start of the game. Just certain doors Jill gets into for free. And other doors Chris has to find keys for. Okay, we don't need this. What I will take, though... No, because we're going to need ammo, because I'm not knifing this thing to death. So here's what we will do. I will take the grenade launcher. And I'll reload wherever the shotgun ammo is. Let's save. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about Chris's campaign. 6 items is hard, man. You basically only have enough for like 1 weapon. And then on top of everything else, like, doing anything is just hard, man. I don't know. Because with the knife, you have infinite ammo. You just have to be patient. With weapons, you could run out of weapons and you don't have a knife and you're fucked. And then you have to reload. So I'm going to save here. We do need the last book. So we can inspect the last book. And it gives us the Eagle Medallion. Where's the shotgun ammo? There you go. Okay. Let's see if this is enough. It's very easy. Most enemies should die in 1 hit. Or 2 hits. That's why, again, it's just easier to just take hits. Like, it's just better to take damage as opposed to actually, like, fight back most of the time. You kind of just suffer a little bit less. So we're going to push this switch, which changes the lighting of the room, although I have no idea who reset the drawers. That's kind of creepy. What the fuck? Grab this. So we do actually need... Let me explain what's happening here. So when the eagle looks at one of these other statues, it locks it in place and prevents you from taking the item inside of it. Both of these gems are required for other puzzles. The yellow gem is required to get the best ending, if you want to get the best ending. The red gem is actually required to beat the game. So only this one over here is required, but we're going to get both. There you go. Jewel sits in the eye. Take it out. You got the yellow gem. I can't fucking carry anything. Probably could put away some key items. Yeah, that's what I'll do. When you're knife only, you could carry all this, and that's kind of what I'm basing this off of. When you're knife only, you could carry all of this. So the yellow gem we actually could use right away. In fact, if we go down here, I don't know if there's a hunter or some shit. I'm still recoiling. What the fuck? Okay, well... there might be a reason why I don't go down this hallway. Who's the hunter now, bitch? Yeah, the Chaos Emeralds? No, there's no green gem. That's the one Chaos Emerald everyone knows about. So if we go in this room right here... Dude, the Crimson Heads at the end of this playthrough are going to be fucking nuts, by the way. There's a tiger statue here, a tiger glowing with blue and yellow light. So if you bring the blue gem here, I think it just gives you, like, shotgun ammo, which is why I never really do it, so you never actually need to push that one statue, I guess, for better or worse. This is the MO disc. There's 2 of them in the game, and, you need them both to get the best ending. One of them, I think, is found way later. This one can be acquired here. So we don't ever actually have to finish this room. We can just leave. And no, hunters do not get up. It's only the normal zombies that get up in this game. Which means, funnily enough, if you never enter that room via that entrance, you never have to worry about the hunters coming in. Oh well, it's fine. It's not a huge deal. So the MO disc we could put away until way later. We don't need it at all right now. We could just drop it. Probably drop the battery. I don't think we need that either. Let me look ahead. What are the medals of Eagle and Wolf used for? Oh no, Mansion 2 is incredibly short. What am I talking about? There's like only one room. Wait, no, I lied. Where did I not go? Oh, there's only 3 rooms that use the helmet key. Okay. I lied. There's 3 rooms that use the helmet key. We're gonna do one of them right now. Maybe like 4 rooms. Kinda coming back to me, not really. That's why I say the first and longest segment of this game is Mansion 1. Mansion 1 is the longest, for sure. That's it? Oh. Okay. Yeah, once you defeat a Crimson Head, that's it. They don't get back up. I guess you have to kill one of every monster in this game. Okay. More shit I don't know. I think that's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, if I were to look up the achievements, I would have found it out, right? But yeah, I didn't. Here you go. Helmet key. Oh boy. Here comes the yawn. Okay. So this is the third mandatory fight in the game. You must kill Yawn here. Basically what you do is you do-si-do back and forth like this. And yes, trying to kill it with knife only is incredibly annoying. It takes so long. It takes multiple minutes to kill a knife only. Oh, I'm out? How am I out? I used 10 shots already? Oh, I didn't reload after killing the hunters. That was a mistake. Oh my god! You're not allowed to do that, asshole. You turn around? Yes. Yeah, he's turning around. Okay. This is ridiculous. Oh, you can hold 14? I didn't know that. I never used the grenade. It's so funny the shit you find out. I didn't even know it could hold 14 shots like this. Fuck. Oh, shit. That took too long. That's the nice thing about this. Yawn can't turn around in this corridor. Nope. Here he comes. No, here he comes again. What the fuck? Well, I sure hope we could kill him in 10 grenade launcher rounds, because if not, we're soft locked. There you go. Yeah, knifing this thing to death is probably the hardest thing to do in the game next to the Crimson Elder. I mean, it really just depends. Like this, it's consistent, right? There's no point like you're really in danger, but at the same time, it's... Oh, okay. Defeat Yawn using Jill. Alright, so obviously the last book turns into... Is there a special way to use it? I actually forget where to use it. Oh, you can't leave this way? Oh, shit. Yeah, I guess you can't leave that way. Okay, I thought you could. Alright, so that's it. We're going back. Let's pick this up. In fact, I don't even think we need a weapon for what's coming up as long as we have the knife. I believe from here on out, the only enemies that you have to kill are the Drain Demoses. And that's like literally at the end of the game. Like it's basically you defeat the Drain Demoses, and pretty much after that there's nothing else left to do. You ride up the elevator and you fight boss, then another boss, and then another boss. I don't even know how hurt I am. Okay. I like how it remembers that the lights were off, but it doesn't remember where the things are supposed to be. I guess because you could get them stuck in the corner. So that kind of makes a little bit of sense. Okay. So we actually need this red gem for a puzzle coming later. So that's why we're going to do this. See, I like these inexplicably weird puzzles, you know? Like, who the fuck designed this? Like, look how creepy this shit is, man. Like, you know it's not haunted. It's just like, I think that's why this game really works so well. No one really lives in a mansion, and it just feels esoteric, empty. Like, overly designed for something so abandoned. Now, obviously, not every mansion's gonna have a secret clandestine virology lab underneath it, but you get the point, right? It kind of does its job perfectly. I think that's what makes it so memorable. It's like, who else comes up with this stuff, you know? What do we need the... What do we need the wolf and eagle medal for? I'm actually curious. How far do we need it? Oh, dude. You will not believe how long we have to wait to use the wolf and eagle medals. It's actually disgusting. So these two items are used at the literal end of the game. We could actually deposit them right now. We will not need them anymore. You quite literally need them to get into the final area of the game. I forgot all about that. It is actually awful how long it takes before you need to use that. Now, on the flip side, we will actually use the red gem. Let's save, just in case I fucked myself. I'm gonna make a new save, because I made a lot of crimson heads. Dude, are you for real? That's so insane that they make you hold on to these things for so long. So if we want to be really efficient, which we really should be, we have one more door. We could take the battery, and we could take the square crank, because we're actually going to use it in a minute. Okay. That's really ridiculous that we're actually going to have to use, at the very end, to get into the labs, you have to use these two. Anything in here? Just kerosene. We didn't even use the broken shotgun. Honestly, as Jill, there's no reason to ever even go in the Jill sandwich room. Isn't that the saddest thing? There's actually no reason to ever do it. Okay, he didn't get up. Perfect. Oh my god, I dodged him. Oh my god, that guy has grabbed me so many fucking times. That is insane that I had to do that. Hi, this guy's still here. He really likes this hallway. I mean, can we just talk about how impractical it is to even have a room like this? Like a mansion like this, it isn't even practical to put a virus lab under it. Like, it's too narrow, it's too small. I don't even know how they got, like, all the materials down there in the first place. There could be, like, hidden places we just never see in the game. Like a hidden elevator lift or something. Alright, the helicopter, it's done. But you get my point. What the fuck is this? What's happening exactly? My computer's saying something. What? Okay, cool. Is there anything back here? I think that's just a filler room. Yeah, I remember this guy. okay. We'll make him a Crimson Head if we need to. It's not a big deal. Because we're actually never coming back to this room. Just FYI, we will never be back here. There you go, the jewelry box. And what we will do is we will combine the red gem with the jewelry box, which will give us a puzzle. There you go. You rotate it. There you go. There you go. Come on, it's sinking down sometimes. There you go. It's a little bit easier with the D-pad. Okay, done. This gives us the brooch, which is actually a key. So with this key, we can actually get into one of the rooms we bypassed earlier with a hunter outside of it, which is fantastic. Thank you. And that's why on the way out, we do this. Since I kind of did this backwards. Normally I do this right at the start, and then we go do yawn and all the other stuff. But I decided not to. You know. One of those things. But now we are done with Mansion 2. It's very short. It's a quick revisit. I could have sworn there were zombies out here at some point on some playthrough. It might be on higher difficulties. There's probably less enemies on very easy compared to like normal. Caw, bitch, caw! Okay. Caw, bitch! Oh my god, yes it is, asshole. Thank you. Oh, you just interact with it, okay. Can't touch me, I'm touching the door. Ha ha. Dick. It's too dark to see anything. Oh, my eyes. Contents are still intact. Maybe no one's been in here. Collection of scientific books. Almost all of them are biology related. We get the metal object. And the battery pack. Is that the only thing we come in here for? Just the metal object? Why do I grab it now? Man, I wish I could legitimately... That's it. Yeah, that's the only thing in this room. Huh. I wish I could really shake down past me and ask, like, what was the point of some of these decisions? I guess I did it backwards, so I didn't even follow my own guide correctly. Isn't that kind of fucked? Then I have the balls to tell past me that I wrote it wrong. Oh, okay, he did the back step. Thank you. This we also don't need until the end of the game. Do we have any other shotgun shells? Is that really it? Yeah, damn, I kind of burned through all the shotgun ammo. Alright, we're done with Mansion 2. I gotta get past both of these hunters, though, which will be really funny. Asshole. Doorknob has been repaired, yes. So now you can go through it as much as you want. Even if you break the doorknob, Barry will repair it. Okay. You know, it's funny because so many modern day games try to have minimalist HUDs for maximum immersion. It's actually kind of unique because Resident Evil kind of started that a long time prior, especially in horror games. There's no on-screen HUD telling you how much ammo you have at all. You have to kind of mentally keep track of that on your own. It's one of those little things that I really like about this series. Oh! That dog was very motivated. Now, here we go. I guess you do have to run through the snakes twice. So maybe I keep a blue herb no matter what, just in case, because you could get bad RNG. I guess not this way, huh? Bro, that dog saw a white woman and lost his shit. Over here. This one too. Okay, we're going to use the battery here. That will allow us to go up. Get off, man. I'm becoming a man of peace. And you're tempting me. You're tempting me to shoot you. Yeah, it's a big roundabout, just like with the Aqua Ring. So now we use the square crank. Because the square crank can be used in this fashion, you never can get rid of the square crank. So that will refill this area. Sound of the waterfall seems to have stopped. Remember earlier how it was like, oh, there's a waterfall here. I could hear it in the distance. Well, now we actually want to go back into that area, and we can actually get into it now by using the elevator. Oh my god. There's 3 fucking dogs here, man. Ridiculous. Down, boy! Okay. What is this? Learn caution. Just blow a full heal. I don't even care. Okay, yeah. So this is the correct way. We actually don't want to go this way. There you go. We don't need anything. I think we just need the knife, actually, funnily enough. So I will play this almost like I'm doing the knife only run. We also no longer need this. They just never get rid of it for you. You know, I might have also missed the other crests. I don't really remember where they are specifically. I didn't have to do all this, by the way. I could have just waited. Okay. We don't need anything. Okay, we can't leave this way. Gotcha. So this is actually a moment that in Resident Evil 0 gets referenced. I think I might play 0 after this. I do own it, I just haven't played it yet. There are bloodstains under the boulder. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the 4th area of the game. I don't know if I mentioned that. The tunnels. Here we go.
Is that you, Jill?
Is that voice Enrico's?
Yeah.
You're alive.
Is that voice Enrico's?
With me, buddy Jill.
No, but why?
The stars are finished. Someone is a traitor. Umbrella set us up.
Umbrella? Oh, that hurts.
Enrico!
Jill not the slightest bit concerned that she's about to get shot
Traitor? Who?
at all. It's not even like an afterthought in her head. Whoever did this is definitely a professional. Wait, he's holding something. We get the crank. This is the hexagonal crank. So guess what? Surprise, bitch! Green herb. Oop, right there. Very nice. I like how this is fundamentally identical to the knife-only run. You don't even need a weapon down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to use the crank. So this is one of the first, this is like one of the first places where like you actually could die using modern controls. Because what you have to do is you have to run up to this boulder and then run back and then get in this alcove. And if you mess around with the modern controls, you might end up running back towards it. This is actually a moment where tank controls were more superior. More superior. You get what I'm saying? So this is a boss. You can skip this boss. This is Black Tiger. You do not have to kill Black Tiger. In fact, it's actually optimal if you do not. Just take the hit. Ow, get up. There you go. That's it. That's Black Tiger. Am I poisoned? No. Alright, there you go. That's Black Tiger. No, fuck. Okay. I keep pushing it. So the secret here is to use it 3 times. As you can see, it makes this little alcove, and when you exit after 3 times, you just run forward like that. It doesn't look like... That looked like a cutscene, basically, for anyone wondering. It's not a cutscene. You can die there. No, you will not have enough time to run backwards. Those are the 2 instant kill boulders in the game. Okay, here we go. Now, at this point, you already know something's up with the mansion 100%. We're just on, like, pure satanical energy at this point. This is like eyes wide shut behavior, basically. Like, what the actual fuck are we doing here now, guys? I hate to be that dude. There you go. Push it off. Push it back on. Let me push it into the wall. I'm just really sad this era of gaming's gone, man. Like, there was some real magic in this, you know? Not to be a GameCube boomer for the billionth time, but, like, there was some real magic in just an area looking like this, you know? You only had, like, 3 or 4 Resident Evil games that look like this. The cylinder. Where's the door again? Back here. Where was the door? I'm losing my mind. Where the fuck is the door? Over here? Oh. Alright. Hi, boulder. That's not a boulder! It's a rock! There's nothing else here, right? No. There's a map of the courtyard B1. I mean, that's what they call this area. Where else are we even going? Okay, I'm gonna do the forbidden. I'm gonna make a triple green. Never do this in, like, any Resident Evil, but I'll do it now. Oh, you dick. And I'm hurt now? I'm poisoned, whatever. Bye, Black Tiger. What do I need to do? Let me drop this off. This is what, a first aid spray. We have a triple green. Because we need a second piece that's coming up here in a minute. Okay. Anyway, I don't know what that asshole's doing. He's usually facing the wrong way. There's power sources around lid. There you go. We get the phallic object. So we need to combine these two. Examine. Check. Oh my god. No fucking way. 4, 2, 3, 1. I'm not turning it that often. You're out of your goddamn mind. Press 1. 4, 2, 3, 1. Power's been restored. What silliness. At least you don't have to spin it unnecessarily. What the hell is this? Ammo? Pistol? Ah. Dude, I'm not picking up pistol ammo at this point.
Jill!
Barry? Thank God you're safe.
You too, Jill. A noise I heard brought me down here, but...
What the hell?
To find a place like this. Have any idea as to what might be at the bottom?
There's only one way to find out.
I mean, they do a good job of explaining why we don't just run through the woods if the Cerberus pack is out there.
What the hell is that sound? It could be a person. Jill, go check it out. We had enough surprises for one day. I'll stay here and secure our escape route in case something happens.
Okay.
Okay. Jill, I have the big hand cannon. And you, for some reason, you put away your guns. Okay, so here's Lisa. We go back this way. This is a fucking clusterfuck, man. What is going on in here? You push the box on the lift, I guess? Yeah. Boobs, amazing. Thank you, Viv. I appreciate it, brother. Device for transporting materials, very nice. I'll leave. Okay, so what happens is that if you try to go directly back to Barry right now, Lisa will spawn in an unfavorable position. So you actually want to go down here. I think it makes her... Yeah, here she is. Can I grab the green herb? Oh, that's kind of risky. Okay. So we're going to run back around now. And we'll just leave her be.
Barry!
I like how he's right there, by the way. Okay. So we don't need the crank. And we kind of don't need the first aid spray. Sometimes it has herbs in it. Without Narc, the Chad's dead. Maybe a flaming razor with the man can talk. Yeah, he's probably just busy. It's no biggie. Isn't that the beauty of streaming? It's on demand. So you technically never miss anything. And I appreciate it when he gabs. I appreciate anyone coming in and just shooting the shit. Garbage compactor. Okay. The broken flamethrower. And so what we could do is we could use it like a key, basically. For lack of a better way of putting it. We could use it like a key. We also need this. We need the metal object. I mean, fortunately, there's not like a lot of places to even go down here. So we already know the only door we need to go in is on the left. There she is. Whoops. Is it right here? She's kind of camping it. There you go. What? Yes, it is, dude. Some kind of mechanical hook. The hook is stuck inside the hole. Oh, we pull the lever now. Whoops. Why don't we pull it earlier? I have no idea. Oh my god. Dude, I'm right in front of it, please. There you go. Fire has died out, but it shows signs of use. Huge collection of various kinds of dolls. They're all faded and worn. You know, just a normal day. Nothing creepy. Oh, fuck. Right here. This is the jewelry box. So I believe we could just examine it and we get what we need. The stone ring. A family picture and notes. There's something written on the back. November 10th, 1965. Progenitor virus administered. Jessica administered virus type A. Plasmalizing of tissue during cell activation. Virus function negative. Action disposed. Lisa administered virus type B. Plasmalizing of tissue during cell activation. Virus fusion positive but delayed fusion. Body modification observed constant results. Status continue protective observation. George. Action. Terminated November 30th, 1967. There's a journal left by someone. I feel dizzy after that shot they gave me. I don't see Mom. Where did they take her? She promised that we would escape together. Did she escape alone and leave me behind? I found Mom. We ate together. I was very happy. But she was a fake, not my real mom. Same face, but different inside. Have to find Mom. Have to give face back to Mother. I got Mom's face back. Nobody can have my mom except me. I attach her face to me so she doesn't go away, because Mom's sad when I meet her without her face. From inside box, scent of mommy, maybe true mother there, stone box hard, it hurt, steel rope and way, can't see mother because 4 stones. And realistically, this entire game is really the tragedy of George Trevor. In a very grim and depressing way. It's kind of like the unsung, like, background to this game, is like George Trevor built this crazy elaborate mansion and pretty much was the only dude that knew exactly everything about it, and then Spencer just disposed of him when he was done. Okay, so we can combine those. Very nice. Okay. And that's basically it. Look where we are. We're back. This explains how she's able to get everywhere. We have another thing, right? We will need the wolf and eagle medallions. Am I missing the other stone and metal emblem? Am I? Yeah, what the fuck? How do I not have both? How do I not have 2? Am I fucking up? Incendiary crank. Did I miss one of the stone and metal objects? Where's the other stone and metal object? I'm actually curious. We've combined the metal object with the stone ring. Oh, what the fuck? Are you serious? I forgot that's how this game works. Okay, so you want to know what's really kind of over the top with this game? They make you use a lot of items to get back into earlier areas, right? That's standard fare. That's like every video game. What this game wants to do and goes out of its way to do is that in order to get back to earlier areas, you have to take items that you previously discarded or used to get into said area. So coming up, and you know what, actually, let me save, because there's no save between here and what I'm about to do. In order to get to the last area of the game, we need both stone and metal objects. The first stone and metal object, if you remember, was what we used to get out to the residence. So every time you want to get out to the residence again, you have to take that stone and metal object out the door we're about to interact with, and then use it again to get to the residence. That's why if I ever, when I do my playthrough to, 100% this and pick up all items, I'm picking up everything before I leave the residence, because otherwise you have to do all this to get back there. I'm remembering this now. After 10 years, I'm remembering this. Because when I played this when I was a kid, I didn't really retain a lot of this. I'll be honest with you. I just didn't. I was like 7 or 8, so, it's whatever. And yes, I don't think it's a big deal I played this at 7 and 8. It wasn't that bad. All things considered, this game is pretty tame and over-the-top cheesy. It's not really until, like, some of the later Resident Evils you get, like, crazy fucking death scenes The majority of the death scenes in this game, you just kind of fall over. Is the zombie still here? Excellent. Where is he? Okay. Yeah, but we're not going to get the Magnum, I guess. Because you have to find all the crests, and I'll be honest with you, I don't even know where the other 2 crests are. We played the whole game, I have no idea where they are. I'm really glad I streamed that years ago, to be completely honest with you. Because if I didn't, that's like a piece of my childhood and my teenage years, and no, I was 20. My 20s and now my 30s all wrapped into one, because I genuinely don't remember like half of this. Like, it's coming back to me the more I play it, but if you really want to see like actual lock-in time for me, it was when I did that all those years ago. That was before I had OBS. There you go, we will take this. Yeah, it locks the fucking doors. Isn't that nice? And that's why I say once we're done with Mansion 1, you don't really even do much in Mansion 2. Mansion 1 is the most fun part of the game, needless to say. It's because Mansion 1 has sauce. It's got flavor. Okay, so what I will tell you, though, is that coming up here is going to be kind of a cheesy boss fight. Basically, there is an instant death scenario, but you are very unlikely to see it if you're not fumbling around. You could get very unlucky and see it. Okay. The boss fight is still the same regardless, and you can still get the bad scenario even if you fail it. So I'll explain what it is when we get here in a second. We use these 2 emblems. I wonder what's on the other side of this door. What is this SpongeBob-ass humor? The 2 emblems fit neatly into the door. Open it. Gee, I wonder what's on the other side. What? There's no ink ribbon next to the typewriter? Well, bro, I'm not... Oh. Okay, we will save here. No, this is not the point of no return. But you could actually do the entire lab before you hit the point of no return. Like, there's an elevator that you go up, basically, at the end of the lab. That is the point of no return, because Barry and Chris, if you've rescued him, will show up. No, that's not how that works. It's something like that. No, you could do the whole lab, basically, like 80% of it, before you have to do any of this. Now, there's 2 endings to this game. There's actually not. There's like 6 endings per character. Half the endings are depending how many people you save, and the other half are based on whether or not... Okay, I'm explaining this poorly. So, before I do this, I'll explain how this game works and how the endings go. So, there are 6 endings per character in this game. So, there's 12 endings total. None of them are the canon ending, obviously. So, there are 2 characters that you need to find throughout the game. Barry, in the case of Jill, it's Barry and Chris. Depending who you rescue and what decisions you make throughout at the end here, that determines the ending you get. So, the first major choice that Jill has to make is to either save Barry or to kill Barry. There are 2 options coming up here. Now, if you choose kill Barry, that's it, he dies, there's no saving him. That's non-canon. We know Barry is alive in future games. if you choose to save Barry, he can still be killed if he gets knocked off the platform. Likewise, you can also be knocked off the platform, and it's an instant death, okay? No, at Chris, you save Rebecca and Jill. Barry doesn't exist in Chris's route. So, if you do not do this, on the knife-only run, we save Barry, because regardless of if Barry survives or not, he distracts Lisa, and we can still progress with the game. So that's going to be the boss fight that we're going to have here. And whether or not we rescue Chris later on is also one of the determining factors for our ending. So you could survive with no one, you could survive with Chris only, you could survive with Barry only, and the best ending is surviving with both of them. It also depends if we blow up the mansion or not. Here we go.
You're alive. I was worried, because I thought you were...
Oh my god!
Start talking.
Calm down. I didn't want to do it. Believe me, I can explain.
Don't lie to me.
Mother! Hey, look familiar?
No time to talk. Jill, hand me my gun.
Right, so this is the choice. Basically, I don't even think there's an achievement for this if you say no. So let's give him back his gun. So basically, the whole fight, you get an achievement, by the way. Apparently it's rare, what the fuck? Barry can still die, which is really stupid, by the way. But our whole goal is just to push off these couple of blocks. Oh, thank you. What the fuck? She could hit it off? I never knew that. Oh my god, she could just hit it right off. Alright, sure. All she wants is her mother's skull and she leaves. That's it. Leap of faith. Very nice.
I don't believe that thing's really dead.
Who cares?
Leave this place up to me and go on ahead.
Okay.
Okay, you just tried to shoot me 5 seconds ago, but I trust you. It is an achievement, which is kind of funny. It's a 10% achievement. What? That's kind of weird. Oh yeah, you actually do have to let Lisa kill Barry. There's an achievement for getting every weapon in the game, and Barry's Magnum is unique. So that's actually also... You do actually let Barry die for other reasons. Oh, here we go. Circular depression, there's a wolf-shaped emblem carved inside, so we will use the wolf emblem. Barry is here for Redacted. You could spoil this game, dude. This isn't the first time I've done a playthrough on this game. Oh, yes, Barry is here for a certain someone, yes. So, it's funny, actually, because Barry, originally, there was no future game that depicted Barry, but we know Rebecca survives because they specifically talk about her in a future Resident Evil, I forget which. It wasn't until Resident Evil 5 that they outright confirmed that he survived. And then even beyond that, it wasn't until Resident Evil Revelations 2 that he even shows up again at all. Which 100% confirms he's canon. Rebecca, we know, is alive because of the movie. Yep, there we go. Where the magic happens. Break into the lab using Jill. So, Barry only appears in one of the endings of Resident Evil 3 Classic, which they removed, obviously, which is really nice. And that was his own, it was considered a cameo. It wasn't really discussed if it was canon or not until Resident Evil 5. And that's when we knew 100% that Brad, Jill, Chris, Rebecca, and Barry all survived the mansion. Which is funny because you cannot achieve that ending through normal gameplay. It's purely lore. They don't even throw Rebecca in at the end, you know? Like, that would be the one thing I would say I would have had them do, is let's just have Rebecca and Chris in the same jail cell, and then likewise, let's just have Jill and Barry in the same cell. You basically get all the characters that weren't there. Because it's very weird that they knew canonically that they were going to have these characters come back, and they were just like, eh. Because at this point, Resident Evil 3 had already been released. So at the bare minimum, you would think that Barry would be confirmed to survive on either campaign. Brad dies in 3. Rebecca's alive for 5, yes. But she doesn't show up in 5, and Mercenaries isn't canon. Obviously. Okay. I don't need... Do I need to save? Let's save. Fuck it, I don't want to die. I don't anticipate dying, to be honest with you, but I'll just save, because we're not in a rush. Who cares? If I have to relearn this a little bit harder, I will. Now, what I really should do is rewrite this guide with pictures, because that, like, this is not really helping me a ton. Some of the puzzles it is, but most of this is not. She shows up in 6? No, Rebecca doesn't. That's Sherry. Rebecca never shows up playable again, by the way. She never comes back as a playable character. That's why people weren't sure if Rebecca or Barry survives, because they literally never come back, either of them. Are we going to be in trouble later? Because I didn't get the Magnum, and I would really, really, really like to not have to get the Magnum. I hope they give us enough ammo, because if I have to use the handgun on Tyrant, I'm going to hate my life. Like, genuinely. More so than normal. So what's funny is that down here, all of the zombies will never become Crimson Heads. Maybe I'm wrong. They put kerosene. If they're naked, they won't. That's what it is. So these guys will. Thanks. No. We're gonna burn him. Fuck that. We're gonna burn him. And that's why Chris is a little bit nicer in the end game, because you have the lighter, you don't have to carry it around. Ridiculous. Like I always say, this is the part of the Resident Evil game where, like, the curtain has been fully pulled back. You know, there's no more kayfabe. We're not trying to believe, oh, maybe this is some weird, how could there be zombies? This is effectively like a Mikami game to a T at this point, right? Like, I'm right on his body, dude. Thank you. Like, at this point, we're no longer even pretending that things are normal, right? Like, now we know that we're in a laboratory, a secret lab, where we're just doing weird shit. There's zombies roaming around. We already know that there's an underground... We actually knew there was an underground lab a while ago, funnily enough. Very nice. It's locked electronically. Here's the second MO disc. So we need both MO discs in order to free Chris. We actually cannot free him until the end of the game, believe it or not. So we actually can encounter Chris early, but we cannot free him until the finale of the game. It's actually a very grim and depressing game when you think about it, because there's just a chance that no one comes to save Chris. He gets locked down here and he just dies when the lab blows up. But obviously if that happens, there's no Resident Evil Code Veronica 5, 6, 8. The entire timeline falls apart. X-ray. It's 9 on the ground, that's fine. Memo on the message board catches your attention. There's something scrawled on the notepad. To use the electronic door, place the initials in alphabetical order. Gail Holland, an X-ray photograph. Exchange the positions, yes. Clark David. Ed Fisher. My dearest Ada, by the time you read this, I will no longer be the person you once knew. The results of my test came out today, and as I suspected, it came out positive. I feel like I am teetering on the edge of reason just thinking about my impending doom. I would give anything to not have to become one of them. As far as I know, you are not infected. I sincerely hope things do not reach such a desperate pass, but if it has turned out that you are now the last person remaining alive, I want you to get the material from the visual data room. Then activate the self-destruct system in the power room and escape from here. Please do everything in your power to make this whole accident public. If everything is still running normally, you should be able to release all the locks using the security system. I've set up the terminal in the small security room so you can log into the system using my name and your name as the password. You will need another password to release the lock of the door in the basement level 2 where the visual data room is located. As a safety measure, I have coded that password into an X-ray picture. So we already know this, by the way. So this is actually, I think, a letter that they added. Yes, it's the first mention of Ada. First mention of Ada, she's going crazy, she's going nuts, which I think is really funny. There's one more thing, it's my last request. I hope you never have to lay eyes on me in this state. If you do, put me out of my misery. Yours truly, thank you, Ada, yours truly, John. John Ada. Can't use a computer? No. Ed Fisher. Clark David. Gail Holland. I mean, I have the answer. I'm just trying to figure out how the answer even works. Oh, here we go. We have to do this. Sorry. Part of it's glowing red. That's how this works. Part of it is glowing red. Part of it is glowing red. Part of it is glowing red. So now it's not just that, it's also, hey look, it's glowing red. Hey look, it's glowing red. So no, we will not exchange it. So, based on the body parts that are glowing red in alphabetical order, that's the answer to this puzzle. This answer never changes. The answer is cell. It's locked. Levers for releasing door locks. If you just release the locks and the levers. It's just healing. I don't need it. Motherfucker. Dude, they have no shotgun shells down here. Oh my god. Dude, I'm not using the pistol. Please stop. For 5 seconds, no more. Oh, they hate you. What? Where? Another one? Oh, where the hell did you come from? Excellent, by the way. You hate the fact that these games let you know if an area is safe if there's no music. Usually it's the opposite. Usually if an area is about to have a jump scare, it's dead silent. They actually pull that in this game a couple times in the mansion. I mean, at this point, like I said, the curtain's pulled back. Kayfabe is gone. Like, we know something's not right. You know, we don't have to pretend anymore. We don't have to pussyfoot around and act like, oh, maybe, yeah, we could just say things are fucked up. I mean, if you're this far in the game, I mean, let's be real here, right? Like, you know, we don't have to be cheeky about it anymore. We'll put away the MO disc. Okay. Do I even need a weapon? I guess I do, but we're not at the point where I need the weapon yet. Yeah, we're not at the point where I need a weapon. This is the one part of the game that you have to use a weapon, because knifing these enemies to death is so slow and so unfun. Because Drain Demoses are just annoying. They're not even, like, particularly hard. They're not tanky. They just move really awkwardly, and you have to kind of, like, bait all of them out. And if you don't, they grapple you, and basically there's going to be a part of this game coming up where we actually have to slow walk. And I forget how to slow walk. Because I have running set automatically. I forget how to do it. If you have to hold a button or not. A variety of chemicals you've never seen before. There you go. Log in. Oh. John. Enter. Ada. Ooh. Yay! Option denied. Is this cell? Very nice. And then basement floor 3. Very nice. Very weird text that they have there. V-Act. There is now evidence that when the host loses consciousness, the body goes into a dormant state. During this time, the virus becomes active and rapidly transforms and reconstructs the basic composition of the body. The host eventually mutated into a humanoid creature. We call them VACs. Its speed and amazing muscular development are particularly noteworthy. After transformation, it becomes more agile and aggressive. Already 4 of our researchers have died from trying to feed it, turning the place into an instant bloodbath. Ever since this tragic and barbaric accident, we've decided to call its kind Crimson Heads. That dangerous and precious prototype specimen can't be left there. We have to figure out a way to deal with it. Termination is definitely not an option. We decided to freeze the specimen and confine the body inside the basement of the backyard cemetery. It's really weird. It doesn't even make sense. What? Magnum, which I don't have the Magnum. I might have to look up how to get the Magnum, because I don't remember where the other crests are. They're probably in, like, really stupid rooms I really don't want to go back into. A power area. Maybe I should look it up, because I genuinely don't remember. No, I'll look it up. It's not a big deal. Plus, it'll make more sense if I do it. There's a website called Evil Resource, which I think is also really good. It sounds like a welcome to the game website, which is funny. Let's see. The Magnum will always decapitate zombies on a kill. Sometimes, though, the randomly generated enemy health can spawn zombies tough enough to survive a Magnum round. I didn't even know that that enemies had randomly generated health. Okay, that I didn't know. Magnum revolver is Resident Evil 0. Yeah, Barry's 45 Magnum. We could have it now if we were willing to kill him, which I was not. Oh, that's so stupid. Oh my god. Okay. This is where my knowledge of Resident Evil 1, the original, is starting to fuck with my knowledge of Resident Evil, the remake. So, in Resident Evil 1, in order to get the Magnum, you have to find 4 crests hidden throughout the mansion. You need all 4 of them. In this game, you get the Wind Crest, and it's the only crest that you need. The other 3 are given to you as a result of doing it. So I actually could have gotten it before when I went into Lisa's place. Which means I kind of have to run back, but I will need it, probably. And I will also... Oh, fuck. That's kind of annoying. See, this is stuff I don't remember because I haven't done it in forever. Will not open unless in first class emergency. Moderately annoying. I mean, listen, it is possible to dead-end yourself in this game. Like, don't get it twisted. Typically, though, it's very hard to dead-end yourself in a Resident Evil game. You kind of have to waste all your ammo. Do I have a weapon? No. Do I need a weapon? Also, no. It's more like the run back is so long, it's kind of like... time cost prohibitive. Not really. It's funny too, because I was talking about Star Fox 64 and how they've had like Star Fox, then Star Fox 64, and then Star Fox 3D, or sorry, what was it? Star Fox 3D, then Star Fox Zero, and now we have Star Fox, whatever the new one is, Star Fox 2026. And I was saying, like, it's kind of crazy that they keep remaking everything over and over for Star Fox. Resident Evil 1 has already been remade like twice. Like, we're actually about to get our next level Resident Evil. Here we go. Open it? No. We will take one of them. We only need one. Is there a time limit to save Barry on that part? I think it's random. And the reason why I say it's random is because what happens is that Lisa can hit Barry, and I've seen Lisa hit Barry off. And he falls, and I quit the game, but I presume that if you give the gun back to Barry and he gets killed by Lisa by knocking him off the platform, then it counts as him dying, so therefore the game treats him as if he's dead anyway, as if you never gave him the gun. Because you don't get the gun at that point, and you don't save Barry. Is there a cutscene? No, he just falls off. It's really stupid. He might have health, and Lisa might hit him if you take too long, but I've only seen it once, and it almost seemed like a glitch or like a little small thing. And I've never been able to replicate it, and every time I do it, usually if you just move with purpose, you don't have him die. But he can get knocked off. Okay, so we have to put this, which is why I don't like this. Because we will need the Magnum. Oh. I'm carrying way too... No, I'm going to lose the Wind Crest. Okay, that's fine. To be fair, I am still carrying too much, but... Oh, Lord. Yeah, there's no, like, you failed cutscene. And the cutscene for not giving him back his gun is Lisa just hops over and slaps him off the platform. And then you have to fight Lisa on your own. And again, you cannot kill Lisa. The only thing that you can do is push the little rocks off to open the tomb. What I didn't know is that Lisa can push it herself. That I did not know. Oh, Lord. Okay, here we go. The sun, moon, and star. Alright, what is the order? That's what I really need to figure out. Because this puzzle's very different compared to the original. While it was intended to be the same in the remake, a late development change reworked the puzzle entirely, and they're used on a gravestone to obtain the Magnum revolver. In the original, each crests are to be taken to the passage in the shed and placed on a wall relief to gain access to the shed. Okay. Yeah. It represents wind. There's an icon depicting wind. What is the... Let's see. Locate the grave, insert the crest. Depending what kind of run you're doing, you won't need the Magnum. What? Oh my god, this is really silly. I forgot how this works. Here. Push the button. It will raise the projecting lines. Push the button. Okay. There's something carved into the indentation. 2 vertical lines across and 3 horizontal lines. Could it be some kind of symbol? So we need to use the moon. I actually kind of like that they changed the puzzle to this. I thought it was kind of silly in the original. There you go, 3 projecting lines. Ah, fuck. I don't even know how this makes sense. It's kind of silly, but whatever. Gun has been placed neatly inside the Magnum revolver. Nope, goodbye. Thank you. Now I have to run all the way back. Yeah, I was originally going to skip it, but we kind of need the Magnum revolver a little bit. Especially since I used all shotgun ammo. We will probably need the Magnum in order to beat the game. Unless they plan to start bukkakeing me with shotgun shells again, which probably won't happen, unfortunately. And I'm going to beat the game. I know I'm at time right now, but I'm just going to go ahead and beat the game. Don't we need it to save Barry? No. In fact, if you're getting the bad ending of the game, which I don't think I could get anymore because I saved Barry, if you're getting the bad ending of the game... How do you get the bad ending of the game, actually? Oh, gotta take this. I know you get the bad ending automatically if your partner character is dead. But I forget if you can still get the bad ending if you save Barry. I feel like I didn't. Did I save Barry in the run? No, you always escape in this game. There's no ending where you don't escape. That doesn't happen. The endings kind of boil down to, do you escape alone? Do you escape with Chris? Do you escape with Barry? Do you escape with Chris and Barry? And I think that if Barry is dead, do you escape with Chris and the mansion doesn't blow up? And I forget the last ending. But basically there's, you know, at the end of the game, the mansion either blows up or it doesn't. Based on whether or not you activated the self-destruct sequence. Canonically, the mansion blows up. Which is exactly why no one was able to find proof of any of this leading to the other games. Also, we know it blows up because in Umbrella Chronicles, Wesker has to escape as well. We just know the mansion is gone. 100%. Let's see, what does AI say? Because AI is just probably faster. So the best ending, both... Oh no, you're right, actually. Wait, hold on. You're actually right. You need the Magnum to shortcut your way through the final boss. That's how this works. So the final boss, which we could probably drop most of this now. In the final boss, Barry can die again. And if Barry dies on the final boss, you get an alternate bad ending because he's now dead on the helipad. You're correct about that, actually. That's the 6th and final ending. Okay, we gotta run back. Both characters are safe. You give Barry back his gun during the Lisa Trevor fight and protect him from the Tyrant. Chris is rescued, but Barry dies either at the altar from not giving his gun or during the final Tyrant fight. Barry is saved, but you never rescue Chris from his cell. The mansion so explodes. Both characters die. Barry specifically dies on the helipad. Chris is saved, but Barry dies at the altar because a partner didn't trigger the self-destruct. You escape the lab early and the mansion explodes. Barry dies at the altar and Chris is left in his cell. Jill escapes alone and the mansion remains standing. That's probably the grimmest ending. Because, like, Chris is just sitting there. No one is coming to rescue him and there's no way out for him. It's actually kind of spooky, man. Like, all he gets to hear is the shuffling of zombies running around in the background. If there's even any left, he might just hear nothing but silence. And yeah, then of course, technically none of these are the official canon ending. You cannot do it in a single run of the game. Isn't that fun? Like, can someone mod it on PC? I don't know how you do it. They'll probably fix that in the coming remake of Resident Evil 1. If they don't, I'll actually be kind of annoyed. Because, like, at this point, the canon has been so solidified, that would be really stupid. I would be kind of annoyed if they did that. But yeah, the first MO disc is easy. It's just there on the stretcher. The other MO disc you have to go back to the mansion to get, and that's the one that people miss. Okay. I wouldn't normally do this. I'm going to save just in case I die so I don't have to run all the way back. That was a lot of running. And I think I need to take my pistol now. Okay. Jill's out of breath. I hope not. She's a member of SWAT, basically. You want stars? I'll give you stars. Literally the coolest line in the original game, and they dummy it and dumpster it right in front of the random hallway you run from Nemesis in. Listen, I didn't make this game, okay? If I had made Resident Evil 3, it would have been a completely different game, man. Needless to say. One of the worst remakes, I think, in modern remake history. Easily. Because there's so much nostalgia involved, and they turned it into a linear romp. Again, that doesn't mean it's bad, it just means that they fucked that shit up royally. And I feel for people on that. Wait, there's 3 MO discs? Oh. Apparently there's 3 MO discs. Oh, apparently there's shotgun shells. Security protocols. Heliport for executive use only. This restriction does not apply in the event of an emergency. Passage to the heliport/entry is prohibited unless accompanied by a consultant researcher or the chief of security. Unauthorized persons entering the heliport will be shot on sight. The elevator stops during emergencies. Visual data room for use by the Special Research Division only. All other access to the visual data room must be cleared with Keith Arving, room manager. Prison Sanitation Division controls the use of the prison. At least one consultant researcher, E. Smith, S. Ross, A. Wesker, must be present if viral use is authorized. Entry into the room is limited to the sole person who deactivates the lock with all the passcodes. Accessing the exclusive output terminals located in each section of the senior researchers deactivates the lock. In this room, nitro compound is used as the primary fuel source of power. Access is limited to headquarters supervisors. This restriction may not apply to consultant researchers with special authorization. Passcode output terminals. Use and access of the output terminals is limited to authorized senior researchers. Regarding the progress of the Tyrant after the administration of T-Virus, illegible hereafter. Film has been set into place. Umbrella, bioorganic weapon official report. The Cerberus. The Neptune. The Hunter. The Tyrant. Bioorganic Weapons Research Group. Development Staff. A barcode. And she has nothing to say, dude. Look who that is on the right. I'm telling you, Jill really... I mean, I don't know. I guess you could imagine her reaction, but it's kind of silly. Passcode entry terminal. Do I even know what it is? Do I have the thing for it? Yeah, I do. Wow, there's only one code. 8462. Laboratory key. Some sort of image editing equipment. It looks like you can use it to view Kenneth. Oh my god! You have to wait the whole game to view Kenneth's film, man. Okay. You wait the whole game to view it. You already know he's dead. You know it from the moment you pick up the tape. Okay, anyway. We are coming up on the part of the game that I think is really stupid, but whatever. And this part sticks with me my whole life. Laboratory key. Okay. So these enemies aren't particularly dangerous, they're just annoying. Oh look, more shotgun ammo. Fucking hate them. And then we traded. What? What are you talking about, man? I shot him and it dealt the killing blow, but he still hit me. Okay. It's rusted shut and won't budge. He dies like a Resident Evil 4 enemy, too. His blood doesn't look like it came from surgery. What the fuck? Thanks. Why do we... Oh, we have to shuffle. That's right. You actually probably don't even need to fight that dude. What the hell was the point of any of that? I'm actually confused. I have no idea. Because the door is rusted shut. Oh, because there's one right here. Sorry, whoops. Oopsie. I'm hurt. If you got an ammo disc, you could transmit a passcode. That was a Metroid noise. Okay. So yeah, there's 3 ammo disc terminals around the area. We need to find at least, what, 2 of them? Sorry, 3 of them. Alright. Was that the whole purpose of this, actually? I think it was. I think this whole is just to get the best ending. Fuck, here we go. Thank you. No further use for this key. It's rusted shut. Yeah, this is the end of the game right here. Okay, that's the elevator you have to go up later. Here's a door. Okay. I guess we don't need the pistol anymore. That was short-lived. I'll look up where the last 2 MO discs are, because I actually don't remember where they are. Or rather, where I need to use them. Oh my god. Dude. I was kidding when I said they need to give me a ton. They literally are. They can't stop. They're nuts, man. Okay, save. Okay. So, this is the last part of the game. We have to knife, or rather, we would normally have to knife a bunch of, chimeras to death. I forget if they're drain demosis or chimeras. Basically, we're gonna have to walk a highly sensitive compound through this area. And obviously, it's like fuel, basically. And if we jostle it, we die. We literally just blow up. So because this is just the most annoying part, because you kind of have to play search and destroy and like hunt them out a little bit. Like this. Because every time an enemy grapples you or you shoot a weapon, every time you grapple or you shoot a weapon, there's a chance that you blow up. Is this it right here? Warning, fuel may explode when shaken or jarred. If shaken or jarred. You actually can't skip this dialogue, by the way. It's not working right now because there's no fuel. There's an empty capsule. There you go. Fuel supply capsule. Okay. They basically die like a Resident Evil 5 enemy now that you really see it. Yeah, so basically this whole segment of the speedrun kind of becomes like a search and destroy mission for bugs. We're basically playing like Helldivers. Okay. What is that, 6 so far? I actually don't know how many of the game spawns here. So I might be dead on the money. I think it's like 6 or 7. Never mind, that sounds like a lot. Okay, is that it? There's no power to the main elevator. Start it up. System won't initialize. It appears to need some kind of fuel. Lab self-destruct mechanism. It's huge. You know, it brings up a good point. Why would Umbrella ever have a self-destruct mechanism? I guess to cover up evidence. But I don't know, man. Umbrella seems like the company run by enough sycophants that they wouldn't ever think that something's beyond salvaging. Okay. Anything else? I'm gonna be very salty if you guys are not actually dead. Oh my god, the other MO disc? It's in here. Where's the third and final terminal? Let's see. What does AI say? Just out of curiosity, since it is late, I kind of want to just be done. We're good. Yeah, there's supposed to be a zombie here. And there isn't. It's very weird. The visual data room. Where are the other MO discs? Did we already hit up the MO discs? Or the visual data room? No, it's on B3. Okay, we already found one. Where's the visual data room? Did we go into it? Oh. Maybe I didn't. Was it this one? Oh, shit. Hi. Very nice. Heads up. Alright, so I lied this whole playthrough. There's actually 3 MO discs. I said there were 2 this whole time. I forgot. Whoops. Seems to be something behind this sturdy door. Open it. Looks like a oh, we have to come back here. Oh, okay. The fuel supply capsule. The main ingredient of this fuel appears to be nitro compound. Running could result in a fatal explosion. Facts. To Sanitation Division Manager, Sanitation Raccoon Disaster Contingency Committee. The contents of this fax are confidential and intended for the named addressee only. Any copying or disclosure of the contents of this fax to any third party is strictly forbidden by the sender. After reading the contents of this fax, it must be destroyed immediately. We expect a significant increase in the damage done by the recent T-virus outbreak than initially estimated. There are several concerns. First concern, more than half the researchers have been infected by the T-virus and died. It has also been reported that almost all the survivors of this accident are starting to show symptoms of T-virus infection. Second concern, our secret security patrol team has been completely eradicated. Therefore, our most secret research is in danger of public disclosure. Quick actions are demanded to prevent mass media coverage. Third concern, there's a high possibility that most of the specimens are running loose inside the compound. We expect many casualties to follow. However, yet unfortunate, these casualties underscore the success of our research results. Actions must be taken to prevent research results from being made public. We suspect the first official intervention will come from the state police and STARS. We strongly recommend taking measures against them first. What is this? Slide filter? Do we need the slide filter? I don't think so. I will take the incendiary shells. I mean, look, you get trailer footage. We're doing this. You gotta say that's cool, right? I wonder how you do this on computer. There must be a walk or run button on PC. Since you don't have analog and shit, right? By the way, this game has jiggle physics. Little known fact, maybe. There's only a couple places you could see it. That room with the turntable, that's actually a room where you could set off the jiggle physics. I remember messing with that a long time ago. That's how I found out this game has jiggle physics. Kind of funny how that works out. If you stand on the turntable, it jiggles a little bit. That's why I say this is a very state-of-the-art game for a GameCube game, dude. Okay. What? It's not working right now because there's no fuel. Here we go. Set it. It's a little inconsistent how they want you to handle that. I guess you don't have to kill all the chimeras, but I don't know if you want to risk it or not. I'd rather just take the hits and knife them to death, because there's plenty of healing at this point. And you can just get the worst ending and just not have to worry about any of this, honestly. That's the same noise from Metroid, by the way. No power. Start it up. Okay. This is officially the point of no return. So now that we've started up the elevator, approaching the final elevator in that one hallway we were just in will end the game. You will enter into the final end game sequence, and you will not have a chance to backtrack. You could still backtrack now, but the minute that you go towards that elevator, Barry will show up, and then that's the end of the game. You cannot go back at that point. So you need to have everything else done at this point. So I guess if nothing else, I could make a save if I were to go back and pick up all the items. I could make a save right here, and it would just be like, whatever. But the unfortunate thing is that I cannot get all the weapons in one playthrough, because in order to do so, you have to kill Barry. In fact, we'll actually look at the achievements once I'm done here. Okay, we need, I don't even think there's any items left to pick up. There isn't. I missed Magnum rounds somewhere. That kind of sucks. Oh no, here they are. Yeah, there's some Magnum rounds somewhere that I missed. I don't know where specifically. We could get rid of the knife at this point. I mean, hell, even the shotgun probably won't do us a ton of good. But I guess we could just empty it and be done. It's not the worst thing in the world. Okay. Oh, I picked it up. I didn't even see those there. $17. There's gotta be like 40 fucking saves, man. That's insane on very easy. Oops, I'm full. Maybe we don't even need anything else. You do need one empty inventory spot, though. Yeah, you will need an empty inventory spot. Okay, it's fine. And this is why all the healing in the world, you could just blow it as you need it, because there's way too much healing at the end of the game here. To operate the switch on the right hand side. Here we go. Once you touch this, this is the end of the game. The elevator is working.
Jill,
Barry,
you could have at least waited up for me, you know?
let's go.
I don't trust you, asshole. Hey, remember when Barry tried to shoot us like 30 minutes ago? Like 40 minutes ago? Huh. Bro, are you serious? Look at this shit. I don't need it. I didn't even take the shotgun. Wow. I don't have enough room. Never mind, they give you like 30 shotgun rounds at the end of the game. There you go.
Wesker!
Thank you, Barry.
Well, what do you know?
Oh, don't
Betrayed
blame Barry for
again.
everything. I hear that his better half and 2 lovely daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
Wesker, you're pathetic.
Well, you shouldn't worry too much, dear. You'll be free of all this anyway.
Why eliminate stars?
Test data.
Believe it or not, that's Umbrella's intention.
You're just a slave of Umbrella.
Smart girl. But I think you misunderstand me. The things you mentioned are nothing. I'll burn all of them along with this entire laboratory. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry.
You gotta love Barry. You must really be afraid of Umbrella.
You and Umbrella took his family. You bastard.
Oh!
Umbrella? Well, I used some carrots and sticks to cow him, but it had nothing to do with
Even this
Umbrella.
dialogue's cheesy.
I just used Barry for my personal...
And this is considerably better than the
Both
original.
you and Barry seemed to think I was following Umbrella's orders.
What? What are you planning?
I guess it's time for show and tell.
There you go. In Chris's plotline, Wesker takes this shit personally. Oh, shit.
It's magnificent.
Look at him.
For the sake of this thing.
You know, I hate goodbyes.
Oh! Barry!
Barry!
Forgive me.
No, you're not to blame. It's Umbrella and Wesker.
Even if it meant my family, I couldn't bear turning my back on my friends again. Shit!
Uh-oh. I wonder what his weak point is.
Damn it!
Jill and Barry together. In hell.
Get them, my child! Oh, wait a second. Who the fuck are you?
Premature.
Bitch! Oh my lord. It's so cheesy. What the fuck is going on? When you skip the cutscenes this much, you forget how silly they are.
Freak.
Oh man. Resident Evil is a funny series, man. Oh wow, he just outright tanked right through it. Okay, very nice.
Barry! Barry!
Barry!
You're okay.
Jill, sorry. That was careless of me. Wesker,
He's gone.
first, let's just get out of here.
You viral cultured freak. Machine used to compile experimental data. Panel used to release the emergency electronic lock. Terminal looks like it's used to monitor the status of the creatures inside the capsules. It's definitely one of the creepiest things you've ever seen. Number of capsules, each containing an unspeakably ugly creature.
Wesker must have set it off. Let's hurry.
Yes. Like any good video game, it ends with a big boom and a self-destruct sequence. Basically Metroid in a nutshell. There's always a countdown in a Metroid game somewhere. Let's go. So I think at this point, you have to have released all the MO discs. So we're gonna go get Chris at this point. Because otherwise he dies and we can't rescue him. If I could figure out where the hell I am. Oh! Was not expecting that. That kind of got me a little bit. If I could just get those levers on the side to work, it should open. Pull it. Levers for releasing it. Pull it. Pull it. This would be the one thing that the remake could do that would be good, but all the other remakes haven't done this, so I doubt it'll happen. It'll be really cool to have a remake of this game where, like, Chris and Jill show up and it's just like Rebecca in the cell instead. That would kind of make more sense. Or vice versa, it would be Barry in here and, like, Chris has just been around doing other shit, you know? Like, that's what they should have done with, like, the A and B sides for Resident Evil 2, and they just didn't do it. Okay.
Jill,
Chris, you're okay.
glad to see you.
There you go. Sorry about the wait.
We'll talk later. First, let's get going.
Save Chris from confinement using Jill. Whoop. I don't think Chris can die. I think Barry can die, though. Imagine having to explain to Chris everything that's happened. Because he's... who knows when he got captured? It's kind of silly, man.
Let's go.
I don't really know how it's supposed to work. You know, like, the whole timeline is kind of fucky for this game. We about done? Yes. There's pretty much not much... there's not anything left. There's one final fight. Because we saved Barry, the self-destruct system will go off, which means we will have to fight Tyrant at the end. If you do not save your partner character, you do not fight Tyrant. You just use the signal flares, and then that's the end of the game. I think that's how it goes. I remember I did not save Chris on the speed run because I was worried that I was behind on time. So he just was left to die when the mansion blew up. Oops. Not the worst thing in the world. Well, I guess it is for him. What? You have to do it from the top. It's really stupid. Oh! Very nice. That's awful. Okay. Can I even save at this point? Oh, you can. Wow. Okay. Save over this. We're not going back anyway. I don't even think you can go back to the mansion at this point. I think once you leave through this next room, you automatically go to the helipad. Something prevents you for sure, right? They wouldn't just let you go back for free. That would be really silly.
Come on, hurry!
Okay, that means they're making me feel like ass. I hope these are temporary. Yeah, I hope the pain's temporary. I'm sorry to hear that. Jesus, man, do you think they give you enough shit?
I'm running out of fuel. If there's anyone alive, contact me now or just give me a sign. I repeat, this is your last chance.
We gotta go. Okay, so we need this. Which means I just used the fucking item I was gonna... Oh, what a pain in the ass. You know how stupid this puzzle is? You pick up the fuse unit and you use it on the box 2 feet away. I'm not kidding, by the way. And you really need a spare space for
We're
that.
almost there. Jill, you just get in contact with Brad.
No!
We can make it. Jill, ladies first.
No, don't be sexist.
Would you let me have my moments too?
All right. We'll rendezvous at the heliport.
Yes. They go off to kill something. Whew. Whew. 3 minutes till big boom. You ever wonder who had to, like, make those signs on the right? Like, someone definitely had to put in some amount of work, right? Like, someone definitely did that. I'd brag about it. I don't give a fuck. Okay, so here's what we do on the speed run for this. We actually wait until the timer is at about 45 seconds. The reason why we wait until the timer is at about 45 seconds is because if you pop the flares right now, what happens is that Brad will not show up to give you the rocket launcher until the absolute last second. So you basically have a whole fight with the tyrant on the helipad. I don't know if you could fast forward it, but basically if you just wait till about 45 seconds and use the rockets, you don't really have to fight Tyrant that much. You just shoot him a couple times and then he drops the rockets, and then he sometimes can swat the rockets away, but I've never seen him do that twice. And so this is basically just free. So we just wait. It's impossible to stand perfectly on the center, which is really unfortunate. I mean, since this is like a 3D rendered area, right? Like, they put a lot of work, you know? Does Resident Evil 2002 have pre-rendered backgrounds or 3D? I'm actually curious. It's 3D, right? No. Oh, okay. So it is pre-rendered 3D backgrounds, but they use 3D polygonal models. Okay. That's actually kind of cool. I did not know that these were not... I kind of had a feeling they were pre-rendered, but some of the items are 3D, and that's why it looks weird. Is this an item? No, it's just the light. I can't believe that. Huh. They featured ray-traced lighting that wouldn't be possible in real time until decades later. Ah, you know, you learned something new. All right, we'll fire it now.
Jill!
You made it.
Makes you wonder why they didn't just come with us in the first place. Here he is. This is the best I've felt in years? Damn, okay. Nice, that's good to hear. Even if there's a little bit of pain. Hopefully the pain goes away, right? Oh, Barry, come on, man. Oh! Oh! Oh, he was not happy about me fucking shooting him. He was not thrilled about that at fucking all, dude. Oh my god, dude! Okay, here we go. Thank you.
Jill, use it! Kill it, whatever it is!
I don't know how he threw it out the helicopter, but he did, so that's all that matters. So using these rockets does not violate the knife-only run. When you fire it, it basically goes straight to a cutscene. And I don't even think you could miss him, can you? Very nice. Yeah, he actually bitch slapped the shit out of me. That was wild. Very nice. I'm a member of Star. There's a game saving Chris and Barry using Jill. Let's just pretend Rebecca's already in it, okay? Can't even get the canon ending in the game. Okay, that doesn't look too good. That didn't age very well. Looks like pizza. Man, I had a rough night. Wesker came, knocked me out, threw me in a jail cell, and for 4 hours I was just in there. And nothing happened. No zombies were even roaming around outside. Thanks for abandoning us, Barry. Or Brad. Much appreciated. Whew. So yeah, can't even get the canon ending. But, you know, I like this game, man. You could definitely see that even in the remake, it's very much like a cheesy B movie, you know? Like, you could even tell the plot of this is very much a movie. And that's why when they can't make a movie based off this game, I'm like, dude, the script was written in 96. It's the same shit that they would have made a movie about in the 80s. That was the whole point. A bunch of SWAT members basically stuck inside of a mansion doing different things. There's monsters, right? Even if you got to change a little bit of the lore, maybe have a couple of Bravo teams survive here. You want to kind of, you know, minimize Zero to like a little bit of a short thing that maybe Rebecca just recounts or something. I'd be fine with that, right? Oh, you know, I was stuck on a train, you know, and then this guy named Billy rescued me and I barely managed to escape with him. You know, maybe she doesn't even mention it. She just says she had help or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way they can't make a movie. Yeah, Rebecca becomes a side character after this game. I kind of wish that Resident Evil 9 featured Rebecca instead of Grace a little bit. It would have made a little more sense. Yeah, she's a little bit old, though, so I guess she wouldn't have that, like, Zoomer kind of character, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, Rebecca is no slouch. She becomes a super doctor, basically. Because she's a medic. Now, in fairness, needless to say, she wasn't exactly, you know, she's like 18 and like an expert at, like, being a doctor. So you gotta bend it a little bit. Chris has already been in the Air Force. You know, but I respect it. I respect that she's able to stand here, do some crazy shit. They're showing us scenes from both plot lines, which you can't even get in one playthrough, which is kind of, you know, stupid, but whatever. And Shinji Mikami did come back to direct this. He would come back to direct Resident Evil 4, and I believe that was the last time he directed for Capcom. And that's why this feels so pure and true to the vision, because, you know, you had great people running it, so... There you go. 5 or so hours. We just barely missed the achievement to beat the game in under 5 hours. Just barely. So there you go. And, yeah. Alpha Team's Finest beat the game with Jill. Yeah, finish the game with Jill. We get the closet key. You can change in the dressing room. And so what I'll do is I'll save. Because what happens is that when you load clear data... You get some of these New Game Plus perks, but we're also going to unlock an extra mode. So as you can see, the title's a little bit different. Once Again mode changes a handful of things. The majority is that you get chased around by Forrest. He actually reanimates, and if you shoot him, you blow up. That's pretty much it. But that is it for Jill's campaign. Next week, I want to say next Sunday maybe, I'll come back and I'll do Chris's campaign. I'll start Chris's campaign, just so that... Now, that might take me a few more, like, one extra session, because I don't really know Chris's campaign. I pretty much almost exclusively play this game as Jill, because Jill is just easier in so many ways, even though the lighter would be more helpful in the later half of the game. Like, the lockpick just makes the first and most important portion of the game very fast, right? It makes it very short. So, before we leave, though... Oh. Let's see how this works. If I load my clear data, how does this work? My meds are making my body dump and not as fun. I can move way easier, not stiff, and can bend better. That's good. Good. What happens if I load clear data? I actually don't know how this works. What happens? Yeah. They don't even tell you what Once Again even does. Yeah, so here you go. Opening, and then this is ending 1 for Jill, which is just the best ending. So you could get each of these. I don't know if you have to get each of these. How do we even tell? Every nook and cranny, visit all places on all maps. Obtain all weapons, must load the grenade launcher with all shell types. Not in the mood to die. Finish the game on easy, normal. This is hard, I believe. Oh, the horror. We're in this together. Finish it with both characters. What is this? Invisible enemy? No. Okay, so real survival mode. Like I said, the item boxes are not linked. So it's not terrible, but you kind of have to make extra trips. It's just a longer playthrough. Invisible enemy also isn't that bad. Again, you could just save as much as you want. Obtain the stone and metal object using Chris. These are all Chris campaigns. You demand, Chris. Die for the first time. Save Chris using Rebecca. Save Jill. Oh! You have to trigger the stupid... Ah, okay. How do you save Chris using Rebecca? Oh, you have to get bitten by the yawn. Oh, okay. And then you have to save Rebecca from the hunter. You don't have a lot of time to do this, actually. She dies very quickly. Save Jill from confinement using Chris. Finish the game saving Rebecca and Jill using Chris. Wow, finish the game without saving anyone using Chris. Finish the game without saving anyone using Jill. Survive your first encounter with Yawn. I did do this. What? Dude. What? No, don't go to the club. Good lord. Sorry, I'm just very curious. So we could do another run with Jill. I guess we have to kill everybody. That's gonna be funny. We have to murder all of our friends, pretty much. Here we go. Don't stop running. This is what I did that achievement or that stream for. It's just don't stop running, racing and pacing. CQC, finish the game using only your knife, no lighter, no defensive items, and no stomping zombie heads. Finish the game. I did all 4 of these. You can see that stream. It's still up. That was the first stream I did. Burn 2 zombies with the lighter. Obtain all costumes. Okay. And there you have it. So, that's going to be Resident Evil. I will do another playthrough. Basically, on the Chris run, what I'll probably do is I'll make a save. How do you escape without saving Rebecca? I guess you just let her die to the hunter. As grim as that sounds, you let her die to the hunter, and then you just don't do the MO discs. And then that's how you escape with no one as Chris. Okay, I mean, I'll figure it out. Alright, I want to thank everyone who showed up. Thanks, Dax. Thanks, Viv. Thanks, anyone else. Thanks, Warlord. Thanks, Haruna. Thanks, anyone else who stopped by just to watch. Basically, we did the latter half of the game. And obviously, you could squeeze more time off. It's not impossible. Once you know a little bit more about the game, which I've completely forgotten at this point. And yeah, I will see you all tomorrow for more Dark Souls. I want to thank everybody again. And I will see you. Very nice. Enjoy. Have a good evening.